How do you remove bloatware? Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. Common question. I just got a new machine. How do I get rid of all the crap that's on it that I don't need or want? Now, there's no argument that Windows comes with a bucket load of pre-installed software, much of which we never use, typically referred to as bloatware. Because it's never used, many people look for quick and easy ways just to get rid of it all, debloating, leaving only a presumably leaner, meaner operating system behind. There are several approaches, ranging from bloatware cleaning tools to manual individual uninstalls. Then there's my approach. For the most part, I don't do a thing. Let me explain why. My approach is to do nothing at all unless something actually causes me a problem. Most bloatware is completely benign. Might take up a little disk space, and perhaps there's an icon in a menu somewhere, but for the most part, most bloatware doesn't run unless you ask it to. As long as you don't run it, it takes up none of your system resources, aside from that tiny amount of disk space. In other words, it's not hurting anyone. Your system will run just as well with or without it. So why bother? It's time spent for little to no return. Now, I will remove bloatware that causes problems, interferes with what I'm doing, or runs all the time, even though I'd never use it. Microsoft Teams is a good example. I don't use it, I won't use it, I never expect to need to use it, and yet it starts by default. Now, I could just turn off the auto start, but in a case like this, if I'm going to take any action at all, it'll be to uninstall the software. And if I ever turn out to be wrong, I could reinstall Teams from the Microsoft Store. But that's really all the debloating I'll actually do. I'll uninstall things that adversely impact me. Now, I've got this concept of cosmetic debloating. It's not technically debloating since we're not really removing anything, but I will take a few seconds to clean up, say, the Start menu. If the context menu offers an uninstall, as my Xbox example here shows, I might elect to hit that instead, but it's not a priority. If the icon is gone, I've cleaned things up enough. Now, there are many debloating tools out there. They promise to remove all the things you don't need, the bloatware, while leaving behind only what you do need. I've run several, and my take is that they could be very intimidating for the average user. Many present walls of options, assuming you know exactly what you do and don't want, which is exactly the opposite of what most folks are looking for. They just want a do-it-for-me solution that just solves the problem. Here's the problem behind the problem. One person's bloat is another person's favorite feature. It's nearly impossible to devise a one-size-fits-all solution. The result is that these tools, while very powerful, have to assume you know what choices you want. Many will provide defaults good enough for most folks, but I wouldn't be surprised if even those defaults either removed something you cared about or, more commonly, left behind something you feel strongly is unnecessary. And again, in my opinion, it's all at an extremely low return on the investment of time and energy. So, that being said, here are 5 of the more common, popular debloating tools. Titus Tech WinUtil, Win11 Debloat, Winhance, O&O ShutUp10++, and NTLite. I'll have links for all of those in the companion article for this video and in the description below. Now, there are almost certainly others. It's a very popular category. I do want to throw out 2 additional notes. 1, please back up first. Always create a system image backup prior to using any of these tools. They're making changes at the system level, and if something goes wrong, you could be left with quite the mess to clean up. Restoring to an image backup taken immediately prior, it's the best undo ever. And two, they might do more than debloat. Now, this could be seen as a positive. I've been focusing on specifically debloating, removing unwanted software from your system. Several of these tools include options to remove telemetry and AI and make other system tweaks as well. This can also add to the complexity and the risk of the operation. Now, I have to say something because I just know what's going to happen in the YouTube comments. Lest people accuse me of shilling for Microsoft, just because I opt to leave it alone, doesn't mean I think it should be there in the first place. Even though technically benign in most cases, the existence of bloatware is annoying. It's another case of Microsoft ramming software down our throats, whether we want it or not. They've got a wonderful delivery mechanism in the Microsoft Store. If Microsoft has software they believe to be useful, make it available there. Then focus on making those tools so good and so useful and so valuable that people will instead choose to install them. Preloading tools we don't need, honestly, it just makes Microsoft look desperate. So, my take, as much as you can, just leave well enough alone. If something actively causes you a problem, then by all means, deal with it. But proactive debloating just doesn't seem worth the effort and the risk to me. For updates, for comments, for links related to this topic and more, visit askleo.com/190709. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.